What is up, YouTube? Good morning. We're back. I guess we're going to do a long one today, a long vlog. We got a lot going on. So, first of all, I just woke up. I just got done training one of my clients virtually. So we're going to have our morning coffee and let's have a little chit chat. Now that the holidays are over, I didn't plan on taking a break like this, but I was just going through so much. Like I told you guys, I was going through like a situation, like in my personal life. And, I thought I was okay. And I was back to filming content. I was feeling really good and I was feeling positive. Then I went back home for the holidays. And, one thing that I've found is being able to lean in on your community when you're not doing well mentally. And it just kind of all hit me at one time around Christmas time. And it was just because I finally had a conversation. I got things out of things that I needed to say to that person. And it wasn't the outcome that I was hoping for or looking for. And it really hit me like Christmas. Like I really planned on filming a lot of content when I was home at the gyms I was going to. And then on Christmas, I kind of just like crashed and burned. I spent most of my day in bed. I was crying the entire time. Like my holidays like really sucked. And then once New Year's came around, I said to myself, once I got back home here in Florida, I was like, I can't be like this. Like I can't allow this situation to make me feel worthless. And I can't allow this situation to take over how I feel about myself just because I wasn't chosen. And I think it's really difficult as a woman or even as a man. I don't know how it is from a man's perspective, but I think as a woman, it really gets to you when you're doing all the right things. Deep down in your heart that you're a good person, you're a good woman, you lead with good intention, you have good moral code, you're a woman of God. And when you express yourself to somebody and you put your heart and soul into that situation and then you still don't get chosen, you kind of ask yourself, like, what's wrong with me? And I think that was really what I was going through mentally, was asking myself, why not me? Why am I still not good enough? And it's not a matter of me not being good enough. It's honestly preference. And I think the hardest part about going through a loss, a grief period, a heartbreak, is sometimes you have to hold yourself accountable to maybe I had stronger feelings than the other person did, and you can't blame the other person, but you can only blame yourself. And I was just really sad, honestly. Like that's really just what it comes down to. So I couldn't film content. And then when I came back home to Florida, that's when I started feeling better, but just not better enough to keep putting my life out on social media. I got into content creation back in 2015. So my life has always been pretty public. And there's certain things that I try and keep intimate and to myself. And then there's other times where I'm like, I know I make a difference when people reach out to me. Like I do read your guys' comments. I do get your Instagram messages. And I do know that putting out relatable content, and in the Bible, it does say that your story, and what did my pastor say at church the other day? Basically, like your story can change the trajectory of someone else's life. And I've gotten some comments on these videos where I'm talking about heartbreak and getting over it, that it's relatable content, and that this is the type of things that people like to see from me, is just knowing that I'm a real person and I'm not just this loud, energetic individual that likes to work out, and that I don't post just working out videos, that I'm versatile and that I can have a vulnerable side to me. So there is a piece of me that wants to be able to talk about these things, and because they're real life, right? Like not everybody's perfect and people are going to experience different things. So yeah, I'm a human being and I do get emotional, and there's times where I can't put content out and I can't create content. And then with that being said, 2 months ago, I put a video out that got a decent amount of views, and some of the comments were like, this girl's annoying. She does nothing but talk a lot. And then I had people messaging me on Instagram saying things to me, and it kind of got to me, not where I care about people's opinion, but it does make me second guess myself as a content creator to think what is my purpose in life? I don't want men just following me because they think I'm a pretty face and a hot body. And I want women to follow me because I want to be relatable to women, and I don't don't want them to just look at me like, oh, I can never look like her. Like, I want people to be able to look at me and feel inspired and feel motivated and feel like I make a difference and I add value to their lives, from the content that I put out there to the message that I put out there to my positivity, because, I just want to teach people fitness and change how people view fitness. It makes me sad when I get clients and people that are like, I hate working out. I hate doing this. And it's like, you get one body, you get one life. Like, am I or you going to spend life being miserable, waking up day to day and just clocking in and clocking out and just, this is it, this is life. And for myself, like when I got home after New Year's, I had to ask myself, like, do I want to be this miserable and unhappy person and allow somebody else to steal my joy and steal my light? And like, I know that was never his intention, but that's exactly what happened. As quickly as he built me up, that I was the greatest thing, was as quickly as it tore me down when I heard the things that I heard and just going through the situation. And like, I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm nothing right now, like nothing, but I'm focused on myself and really just putting all this effort and energy into Lindsay and pouring back into my cup. Because the truth of the matter is like, there's been some things about me that I've been insecure about my whole life. I've always been told since I was a kid that I'm not good enough, I'll never amount to anything, and that fitness is stupid. It's not a real career. Being a content creator isn't a real career. Like, I've always my whole life been told I'll never amount to anything. And I really just this year am going to prove that wrong to everybody and to myself, because when you're constantly hearing from a young age, like I'm talking like 10 years old, when you're hearing from a young age that you're stupid, you can't read right, you can't spell, you're never going to do anything with your life, you should think about a new career. Like, it makes you get into this mental space of like, okay, maybe I am not good enough. Or like when you get into these situations and relationships and you're still not at 100% healed, you do start to think like, okay, maybe I am the problem. And maybe I am not going to ever find someone who's going to love me for me. Or, maybe I don't love myself because I don't think I'm worth it to people. So these are like real life things that people go through sometimes. And the number one message that I hope everyone can take away from this episode of A Day in My Life is that you are worthy and that you are enough, but you have to find what the deep-rooted issue is. And for me, taking this whole silent, no contact, separation, block, delete era is just, it's for myself, because I can't keep putting other people first and then putting myself last. Like, I deserve a partner that is 100% sure about me, and I deserve a partner that's going to pour into me just as much as I pour into them, and who's not going to demean me for my poor characteristic traits, and instead was going to want to build up on those with me. Like, I'm not a bad person. And just because I'm blunt and direct, it doesn't mean that I'm a bad partner. I really have a good heart, and I know that, and I'm just an overall good person. Like, I really want what's best for people, regardless if I'm blunt and direct, and I might be too much sometimes. But just remember, you'll never be too much for the right person, and nobody's perfect in life. So that's my Coffee with Lynne's talk of the day. I decided to pull out of High Rocks London. I'm just not in the headspace to, one, go compete, and two, I'm not going to go to a country that I don't belong in right now. So I'm going to take a back seat and I'm going to go to the Arnold's Classics in Columbus, Ohio instead. So if you guys are going to the Arnold's Classics and you want to do like a little meetup or like grab a workout or something like that, let me know. I will be in town and I would love to meet some of you guys. Next on the agenda, I'm just training right now. I will do a High Rocks race or two in the States later this year. So right now I'm almost done with my fast with my church, to spiritual fast. So I did a 21-day water fast. Now, I didn't stick it out the whole 21 days for just water. What I did was I lasted about 5 to 7 days each time, and then I would have one meal at night to break my fast. And it was just a really spiritual thing. And that was another reason why I wasn't making content. I was super locked in, like in my faith, and just asking God for clarity of what my purpose is in life, what my purpose is on social media. I just filed my trademark for my new business yesterday. So I'm super excited about that. So now I'm getting into my boss girl era. Like, I'm launching this new business that's going to traject me, and I'm going to look back on this video and I'm going to be really excited about this because this is my millionaire moment, and I know that this is such a great idea and I'm going to change so many people's lives, and I'm so excited for what's coming next for me. I really am. I don't ever bet on myself. I always stay in the shadows and I never take a chance on me, and I feel like this is my purpose, and I feel like I've been struggling the last 3 years since 2023 to really find what my purpose is in life. And now I found it. I know what it is. I know what I'm destined to do. And this spiritual fast has been such a beautiful journey for me in more ways than one. Like, I literally woke up one day and said, I have to block a lot of people in my life. And I did. I blocked like 10 people that just are not good for me and not good for my soul right now. No love lost. God told me to do it. He put it on my heart, and he told me exactly what to do and how to do it and how to separate myself, to realize that even though someone might have good intentions, that doesn't make them a good person. So you have to really be careful about the surroundings that you have in life. So I'm a couple days done, and then I'm going to get back to my normal eating habits. I've been training still on this fast, and it's been really difficult. So today I'm going to do a conditioning day, and I've been breaking it down to full body conditioning day, upper body conditioning day, and a lower body conditioning day. So I'm not doing the same thing every single Friday. Saturday is still my glutes and hamstrings day. Sunday is my rest day. Monday is my upper body day, and then Tuesdays are my leg day. Wednesday is my run day, and then Thursday is my recovery day where I do some sort of recovery. I also started incorporating yoga on Wednesdays as well. I think that this split is perfect. It's a hybrid split of me still being a hybrid athlete, so I'm really amped about that. So like I said, I'll do a High Rocks race later on this year when I feel mentally fit. Right now, I just got to focus on my mental health and focus in on, putting out a new program for my online coaching. I decided that I'm not going to do as much one-on-ones anymore. I want to just build really good programs and sell them cheaper. Like, I really want to start selling 12-week programs for $29.99. I'm trying to make fitness more affordable. My current coaching rate is $200 to $500 for one-on-one. And what I've realized is I can't help as many people because it's the economy. The economy sucks. So I'm going to start putting out like specific, like leg only programs, 12-week full body programs, like etc. So I'm really trying to, make fitness great again. So there's that. So today we got a lot on the agenda. We just got done doing some online coaching stuff, waiting for everyone to send me their check-ins. I'm going to go upstairs and get ready for the gym so I got to film some content for One Up Nutrition. I signed a contract with them. It's my favorite supplement brand. So I've been using them for years. So it's kind of like a full circle moment that I got signed with them as an athlete. So I am going to film what I got in my monthly box this month. And then I'm going to go to the gym, film for you guys my conditioning day. And then after conditioning, I got to go to work. And then after work, we are going to go to Costco because, like I said, I am back to my diet and eating food, and I am still following a carnivore diet. So I'll take you guys behind the scenes like next week in that episode of what I'm eating throughout the day. I think it's really important that I put out good quality information about the carnivore diet. It has such a stigma around it, but I really find it the most beneficial, especially when you're adding in carbs every couple of days. So I put in carbs. How it'll go is Monday I do carnivore style. Tuesday I do a refeed. On Wednesday I go back to carnivore. Thursday I do a fast all day. And then on Friday I go back to carnivore. Saturday is my refeed day. So I add carbs in, and that's my cheat meal day. And then on Sunday I do another fast. I really enjoy fasting. I find a lot of good benefits of fasting, especially just because it clears out the system. It also clears out your mind. So I'm really looking forward to starting to do that. So this has been our morning coffee talk with Lynne's, just getting into a little bit of a catch up. And again, I can't stress it enough. Like, we're all human beings and we all go through things. So don't be so hard on yourself. Life is too short. We can't harp and dwell. I remember my last breakup in 2023. It took me 2 years to come out to the other side. 2 whole years. I refuse to do that again this time around. And I'm just betting on myself this whole year. I've been so clear with judgment and everything like that. So I'm glad that I'm feeling better, and I'm glad that I'm starting to feel back to myself, but like a 2.0 version of Lindsay. And you guys watch and see what I'm going to do this year in 2026. Okay, now I feel and look like a human. Put some makeup on, did my hair, got a cute little gym outfit on. These are the things that are helping me nowadays to stay motivated and stay great. Changed my hair, got more bangs, you know. So I just opened up my package from 1UP because I was doing some content or whatever for my monthly package. So I'm just like putting this away before I get to the gym. So I have my fiber. We also have a Kickstart. So this is like a nice little wellness shot that I make in the morning. You know, we want to keep ourselves nice and healthy. And then fish oil, bone and joints. Because, you know, it's all downhill after 30. I'm just kidding. My life is just getting started. Most important thing that I already mixed up is my creatine. So creatine is great for building muscle, especially for women. It also helps our cognitive and our brain function. So highly, highly suggest. So, okay. Now that I've put my supplements away, we are going to make it our way to the gym. And then after the gym, we're going to go to work. And then after work, we're going to Costco. You should let it burn when the feeling ain't the same in your body. Don't want you, don't you know? Gotta let it go. My hype up songs look different now, guys. I'm a broken-hearted baddie, okay? Okay, we just pulled up to the gym. We are ready for this conditioning day. I mean, I don't know how ready I am. This workout, I need it mentally. So I'm going to put myself through a brutal workout today. I think I'm going to make it a upper body conditioning day. Since, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to repeat the same workout that I did last week or a couple weeks ago. So, let's get into it. Let's get to this workout. I always forget to turn the mic on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself today, but sometimes it just be like that. So how this upper body conditioning day is gonna go, I'm gonna start with a 2-mile run. You guys don't really need to see that. Nobody wants to watch anybody do a run. Then I have a 10-minute AMRAP, and it's gonna go 10 pull-ups, 10 cals on the assault bike. Then I'm gonna go 9 pull-ups, 9 cals, and I'm gonna work my way, try and get to 5. Then I'm gonna take a break. Then I go another 10 minutes of a 200-meter row. Then I go 10 power cleans, 10 push to press, 10 burpees, 10-minute AMRAP. Then I go 10-minute AMRAP, half a mile, dumbbell lateral raise, 10 push-ups, AMRAP. Then I do a 1,000-meter row on the rower. Something is mentally not okay with me. Then I end it with a 10-minute AMRAP of 10 flat bench presses and 10 dumbbell rows. So I'm pretty much just gonna kill myself today. That's basically what the premise of today is looking like. So let's get it. Let's see how this workout goes. This is how you stay in shape, ladies and gentlemen. And excuses don't burn calories. I gotta get it. This year, I am trying to get into the best shape of my life at age 33. I said that at age 32, didn't happen. I said that at age 31, didn't happen. But this year, we're in a different mindset. Let's get it. So, all right, we're gonna kick it off. I just did that 2 miles. That was awful. Hated every second of it. So we got 10 pull-ups, and then I got 10 cals, and then I'm gonna go back and forth to see if I can get down to 5. I am going to set a 10-minute timer. So it is a AMRAP style, which just means as many rounds as possible. Okay, let's get it. Ooh. Well, this was kind of dumb of me, but hey, here we are. We're just gonna struggle a little bit. Don't try this at home, kids. Ugh. Seriously, Lindsay, like, hopefully this doesn't fling up and hit me.
Okay, let's get it. Oh my God. I knew this was gonna happen. It's okay. Pause that. I gotta be smarter. Look at me, I'm not even in a headspace. Okay. I cracked myself up, honestly. Okay. Oh my God. Why would I do that? That's only my first segment. Sheesh. 10 power cleans, 10 push press, 10 burpees, and a 200-meter row. Every single time. I don't know which one sucked more, the first round or the second. Now I gotta do 1,000 meters in the rower. Why am I doing this to myself? To the man who broke my heart. You're making me a good athlete though, so thank you. Because I know from time to time he watches these. So if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate everything that you're putting me through right now. We got 10-minute AMRAP, half a mile, dumbbell lateral raise, and then push-ups. I literally hate running on the treadmill. It's my least favorite thing to do. These just keep getting worse and worse. I don't know, chat. I don't know. This sucks. Okay, I gotta make a hurry though. I gotta get to work. I gotta shower. I smell. I'm disgusting. Okay, next up we got a 1,000-meter row. And then after that, I gotta finish off with a 10-minute AMRAP. Let's get to it. I'm so mad. I didn't even record that row. Child, I'm dying. Okay, well, couldn't see the row because I didn't press record. I was a little cocky over there, trying to rush. Okay, great. I love that for us. 1,000-meter row's over. Oh, shoot, I'll move on. Okay, last round, 10-minute AMRAP. I have a chest press and a bent over row. This is now the third time I didn't press record. All right, well, I just decided to do a heavy bench instead of 10 reps instead. I got 45s on each side, so I got 4 reps out of that. Now we're gonna hit 10 bent over rows. I'm so mad. Some of the shitty things about being a content creator. And I train alone, so I don't ever have a spot, but it's okay. Thanks. Perfect song. But it's okay, I'm gonna make it anyway. Okay, enough of my silliness. Ooh, we're done. It's over. That was torture. I'm cut. Before I go deal with the public, you know I gotta stop and get a Dunkin' iced coffee. They have this new protein coffee. I'm gonna try it out so you guys don't have to, because it's probably bullshit. But I will say this.
There we go, love.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
welcome.
Can I just have a straw?
Of course.
Thanks.
Oh, you do TikTok, don't you?
I do.
I love it.
So I teach people like how to like order things like without like all the extra calories and stuff like that. Bye. Have a great day. Oh man. It's just so funny to me. Let me not drive and do this at the same time, you know, because I don't want to die. But anyway, it's so funny when people recognize you organically, like, oh, you do TikTok. Like, yeah, I do, and I do social media. But anyway, the guy at the drive-thru, he was so great. Like, he has such a personality, and like I said, you guys have seen my mood all day. Like, I'm not in a bad mood, but like, I'm going through it, and it's just, you never know what people are going through. And that guy just like made me smile, like made a funny joke like as I pulled up. Okay, this is actually good, Dunkin'. Okay, Dunkin'. I'm gonna have to look up the nutrition facts. Ooh, caught that. Look up the nutrition facts. But okay, let's go to work so I'm not late, and let's go work with the public and get these people in shape. Okay, squad, we're at Costco. All right, we're gonna go food shopping. I'm not gonna lie, this is like my first time filming myself in public shopping, so I hate that I still get embarrassed, but it's like I'm never gonna see these people again, right? I've said this time and time again in my YouTube videos, but like currently I already have a woman staring at me nasty. Okay, so there's certain things that Costco is good for and that they're not good for. So I don't ever really get what's it called? I get like my meats and stuff from here, but like my fruit, I get that fresh at the grocery store because I don't eat a whole lot of fruit. Like only on my refeed days, I'll do like bananas. And I just like don't want to waste food because I live by myself, you know. My carbs and stuff like that, I don't want the potatoes to go to waste. And I eat a lot of rice. I love rice. It's literally my favorite. One of the hardest things for me is walking past this cookie aisle because if you know me, then you know that my biggest thing is sweets. Like, food doesn't bother me, but sweets do. Like, oh, the cookies and all that type of stuff that rushes my soul. Okay. So first thing we're gonna hit is we're gonna get ground beef. We're gonna do 85% is good for me. I like to get these packs of 3. So I like doing grass-fed just because, you know, it's more organic than getting the 85%. What's my best bang for my buck over here? So we're actually gonna go with instead the Costco brand of the ground beef. So when you calculate it, what you wanna do is you wanna see how many pounds is gonna be in this. So like for an example, when you're doing this, this is only going to be about 4 pounds for $25, where this is 6 pounds for $32. So for a couple dollars more, you're gonna get more out of it. And since I do eat a lot, I eat anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces per meal. So I'm just gonna get the one that's 32 because obviously you guys can freeze ground beef. Okay, now we're gonna move on to chicken thighs.
So I get chicken thighs because it's obviously has fat on it as opposed to lean chicken breast, which lean chicken breast is good if you're looking to cut, but I'm not cutting. It's not even that I'm bulking either, but it's just what you want to eat when you're doing carnivore style. But if you're significantly overweight or if you're looking for more fat loss than you are for muscle, then you would want to get a leaner piece of chicken, which is going to be the lean chicken breast. Follow a carnivore style and learn like the behind the scenes of picking out the meats and stuff that you want. You would, like I said, you would want to do chicken thighs instead because of the fat purposes on it. Okay, now for steak, what the cut that you guys can do, like in order, that if you're looking for your best bang for your buck, if you really would want to get a ribeye steak, but obviously ribeye steak is very expensive, and I do eat 6 ounces of steak every single morning. So if that is not in your budget, then the next one that you would want to do is a chuck eye steak or a chuck roast, because those are still high in fat content, but that is your best bang for your buck. So I'm going to see if I can get something on a ribeye, to see if I can get something that'll like be good for me. That's best bang for my buck. I don't mind spending on quality because this also lasts me a long period of time. Like these cuts will last me like a month for everything, where I won't have to go food shopping again. Sometimes for ribeye steaks, like I'll have to go twice a month for that, but like everything else will last me a long period of time because I am by myself. Ew, why do those look like that? That looks open. That looks disgusting. Why does that look like that? Ew. Okay. We're not going to get those. So, like I said, we're going to go with a ribeye steak. But if you guys want more best bang for your buck, like cost effectively, then you guys can go with a chuck instead. Bad news, guys. My microphone and camera are dying. So now, next up on the agenda is what's really important is your salmon. So salmon is a really good fat source, so I eat that as like my last meal of the day. So you never ever want to get farm raised salmon. It's disgusting. It's not good. You want to get wild caught salmon. So I've already got my wild caught salmon. It's in the cart. So far I have lemons. I've been craving a Caesar salad, so I bought Caesar salad so I can have that on Monday. And then I have my ribeye steak, and then I have my chicken thighs, and then I have my salmon. So that's pretty much it for my meats. I'm gonna get my eggs from Walmart because, like I already said, you get them so much cheaper. You get 60 eggs. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna take a lap, but like my biggest thing is I try not to put excess shit in my cart that I have a sweet tooth, or like, you know, I'm looking at like dumb shit like a Caesar wrap. Like I can make that myself. I don't need to buy it. I'm trying to be cost effective right now with everything that I have going on. Like, look at these tacos. They look so good. But you can make tacos yourself. You don't need to buy shit that you don't need, Lindsay. Oh, but these poke bowls look really good. See, this is why I need to get out of places like this. That is all I really need. So, I'm going to check out, and like I said, my microphone is about to die. So yeah, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna just kind of walk around, take a brisk walk around Costco, but that's all I really need. So I will catch you guys at home. Oh goodness. Okay, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this about Costco, but you can't pay with a MasterCard. So like I just got jammed out of all my points. Like that was the whole point of me coming to Costco. But the verdict was for all of this food, $205.18, which is perfect because now I won't have to go food shopping for like a month for all my bulk stuff. I'll have to go for like my fruit and my vegetables, but I'll do that on Monday night. Hi. Because my budget is $250. That's always like my budget for the month for myself, because when you break it down into 4 weeks, that's pretty good for one person that eats the amount of food that I eat. So yeah, so that has been my Costco haul, and that has been spending a day with me. So I'm gonna log out because I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing my whole day. So this has been another episode with me. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me while I have been at my lowest in a long time. So I love you guys. Thanks for the constant support, and let me know Drop in the comments if you guys like this whole little day of my life vlog, or if we want to just stick to workouts. Let's see what you guys want, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for you guys and not for myself.